Well, good morning, everybody. Mr. Shea Poulet with Shea Poulet Homestead. Back for another video. Haven't done a video in a while, so after the meat birds were killed, haven't haven't done a whole lot. The hens aren't that exciting, to be honest with you. They're easy to feed. They're easy to water. I haven't given them any water probably in well, it's been over a week now. You can see our pool got pretty bad shape now. It's full of algae. I gotta go buy some shock after and see if we can clean it, and if not, then gonna have to drain it. I'm gonna drain it and we may fill it back up again, I don't know. Oh, the kids and their toys and stuck in here. No wonder it's not doing his job. Beautiful day today. It's my day off from work. My hanging baskets were sort of dying. I don't know what happened to them yesterday, but they all had nice flowers, and now they're all gone. I was overwatering them. Anyway, I don't know. All the girls probably all. Oh, there's an egg on the ground. One of you couldn't wait to get in the basket. Was there no room or what? They still haven't figured out that the water, I don't know what you want to call it, the water feeder that I made. Move. You know, Sally, you never give me any room. You're always at my feet. You're on YouTube, girls. Come here. Yeah, you'll never let me touch you. Someday you will. Alright, so we got one on the ground. Small one. She couldn't wait. And then we got 2, 4, 6, 7. So we got 8 again today. So one of them just couldn't wait to get in there. Just a small egg. They're starting to get much better. Laying. Usually they lay 7 or 8 a day. I would say they're like medium size now. Some are on the small side still, but usually the white ones are the bigger ones. The browns kind of, I don't find they're as big. So there's the eggs. And there's Stanley, getting to be bigger in his chest. He won't let me touch him anymore. If I corner him, he does, but he won't attack me. He's just, see, he's very, I don't know. He just goes off and does his own thing, and he won't let me go around him. See, the white ones are really long. They have long bodies. The green one's the only one that ever come close to me. The only one that ever let me take a picture with him. You see how big. Oh, Stanley's making a show for everybody. Hello? What are you going on about? He's gonna go again. Here he goes. No, he's up to the king roost. Look at that. It's nice to see that they're actually using that one now. Now that I put the little grips to get up there, now they actually use it. What? Because he doesn't want me in here. Alright, well, we're going to grab the eggs. I'm going to have to fill up their water today and get some new water, fresh water for them. Like I said, it's been a week. Starting to get a little bit of algae at the bottom, which I don't like, so. But it took them all week to, well, plus I dumped it almost, not every day, but almost every day, all the dirt that was in it. Because they dig up a lot of dirt all the time into their feeder, so. The garden's doing well. We got big squash. You can see these are all the cherry tomatoes and peas. There's the peas. These are all cherry tomatoes that sprouted from last year. I knew there was going to be a bunch. Look, there's like probably 20 in that one little area. Strawberries. Strawberries are doing pretty good. Now that I cleaned all the weeds out. Cucumbers got up to the cable. You can see it's on it now. There's a bee on it. I used the other rope and tied the other end of this one because it's like growing really big. I gave them a feed and you can tell they got greener, but there's still some yellow, so they need another feed. Probably need 2 or 3 feeds back to back. You know, my tomatoes are having a hard time to stand up. Maybe if they were buried in more dirt. But as they stand right now, once those green ones get like maybe a little bit bigger than this one, I'm going to probably take and pull the big ones off. Because I want to make some chow, so. And you can see the runners on the spaghetti squash. See, there's one there. And then we got a whole bunch starting on the back side over here. You can see down there. There's some there. There's a bunch. There's a bunch starting here. And down there. And there's the big zucchini. I'm gonna let that get a little bit bigger. It's still it's big, but I got another one on this side too. It's just a little bit smaller. Right there. I really like the squashes. I could have a whole garden of squash. I know it's overkill, but the tomatoes are nice too. I just like how strong of a plant the squash is in. It literally, like, I don't know if anybody is aware on how they grow, but they have these long little tentacle things, and they're basically grippers, and they just grab onto whatever. So if you can see here, see how it all, I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's all twisted into the grass. So they keep on pulling themselves and they twist themselves into the grass. And and they keep on dragging and dragging. So this one's going to end up where I suspect that they would be, in the middle of the road, and in this grass here. They're going to probably end up over this way. No, the squashes are they're my favorite to grow. Tomatoes are fun too, but the squash is definitely my funnest. I got a big vine running up the row. I got another vine running up this side of the row. There's a vine over there running up that row, and then there'll probably be one coming this way once that one gets a little bit bigger. I just keep on stretching them out because you see how it's tangling with the tomato plant. Grab right onto it. So I take this off and pull her this way. Yeah. Maybe I'll make it go in the trench. But it wants to grab onto anything close by. It's just vine after vine. There's so many. There's going to be a lot on that spaghetti squash. I bet you I'm probably going to get at least a half a dozen, which is plenty. If I can get half a dozen squashes, I'm totally happy with that. I got 4 plants. One really big one in the middle. This one. That one's growing pretty big too. Has like a 5-foot vine. You can see I got another one starting there. One starting there. We got. Let's see what's here. Nothing really there yet. Anyway, I'm going to end the video. Go in the house real quick and talk to my fiance. She just come home. I think she's going back to work. There's the daisies that grew from last year. They blew from over here. I don't even have any daisies that grew in that. That's where the big daisies were last year, and this year I got a couple here. I got one there starting, and I got one right here, and I got 2 right there. I didn't know that they would grow like this. Last year, whenever I planted them, they just, I guess seeds blew everywhere, because there's even some on the other side of the garden. It's funny that there's none in the garden. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait till everything seeds, and then I'm going to rip all the seeds off, and I'm going to plant them where I want the flowers to grow. I think it would be nice to have those flowers all around the garden, because there's some over there at the edge. Broccoli didn't grow at all. It all seeded, but the seeds are starting to turn purple. So that's something else that I'm trying to learn whenever they're ready. So like if you look here, these are more yellow, like a bean color. And then here, they're starting to turn more purple. I don't know if you can see in the video, but they're definitely more darker. So I'm waiting. I keep on opening the odd one here and there and see, I know whenever I planted them, they were pretty small, but they were, one was red, so I noticed that some of the seeds turned purple. So I'm assuming that's whenever they're ready. Now, the spinach really isn't doing well. I mean, that died pretty well a long time ago. But I got lots of brown ones like this that I don't know if I can just take all those seeds off, because that's basically seeds that just dried up. Like, all these are just dead, obviously, and the pods are drying up, so I don't know if they're savable. You can see all the tomatoes fell over. That's supposed to be standing up. I might go get some steaks today. I only have a couple right now, but they need support. Anyway, okay, I just wanted to take a peek at the spinach, but they're not doing very good. I might just rip that whole bed out, just to give a little bit more room for the squash anyway. Rip it all out and throw it all in the compost, and if stuff starts to come from starts to germinate from next year, then great. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm just going to throw all that stuff, that seeded pretty well, in the compost pile, and we'll see what germinates. Jeez, I can't talk today. Well, yeah, I'll show you the big wedding cake and the skunk. They're getting huge. And the video with the girls. There's the wedding cake, the big one. About 6.5 feet, 7 feet almost in the ground. Roots are probably at the bottom of that pot. The bottom of the pot's open, so I would assume that they're going down deep enough to go into the ground now. That big skunk is going to get huge. It's a big plant. It's real wide. It's greener too. I fed it 2 big feeds. Probably feed her again because she's still a little pale on top, but better than it was last week. And the top of the wedding cake starting to flower. You can see all the tops. We're gonna have some nice big tops, and it's woody. It's woody all the way right up to the top. These are gonna be some nice size colas. The skunk, she's not sure what she wants to do yet. I know it's a female because I grew this for 3 years now almost. Not this plant, but this one. These ones here are 400 and, I don't know exact, about 420 some to 430 some days old. I started them last June, I believe. So they're over a year old. Big old plants. They're going to be staying there right till October, so when it gets cold, the skunk will handle it, but the skunk I had last year outside, I got a lot of bud rot because it was just rain and a lot of moisture, and the buds started to rot. So I ended up using it all for hash. I got 11 ounces dry off of that one plant. This one's not as big. The one last year was just wide and shorter. These are a lot taller, and it's my first time growing the wedding cake outside, and like every time I grow it, it's always like the tallest in the grow. So this one here is going to be pretty big. Stalks are just getting bigger now that they're starting to get used to this outside. You can see like the roots are turning into wood. Just like when you walk in the woods and you see the roots that come up from the ground and how woody they get sometimes. Well, this is exactly the same way. All right. Well, anyway, hope you're all having a good day. Nice sunny day. Hope you're all drinking lots of water. Don't get dehydrated. Humidex value is supposed to be like, I think, close to 36 all week. Shout out to East Coast Dab and crew. My brother Kenny might come visit you after, not sure. Probably come today or tomorrow. Nice day at the jail. The guys are outside in the garden. Their garden is like huge, but it's huge every year. Probably can't see it in the video, but you can sort of see it there. The garden's about like 3 feet tall. Alright, peace out. Hope you're all having a good day. Bye.